What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is our favorite show. Rings of Power, episode 6. This is the episode where it has to go down because I was watching Thursday Night Football, and during Thursday Night Football, the guy who's like, and that's another tackle, just to remind you all, tonight on Amazon Prime, the Battle of the Southlands goes down on the Rings of Power.
Oh, okay.
So if they've got the guy from the football saying stuff about orcs, he also called it, and they fight the ORCs, which I thought was very funny.
The ORCs?
Yeah. The people of the Southlands versus the ORC. I was like, I think he's making a joke. But I would also love it if he didn't know what an orc was.
I would love that a lot. I mean, here's the thing. It has to go down. If we have an episode of them sailing on the boat the whole time, just waiting to get there, I will fucking riot.
We have gotten some comments from people who are saying, why are you watching the show if you hate it? I do not hate the show.
We didn't hate it. We hated last episode.
I did not like last episode. And I think this show has more potential than it is currently living up to.
Yeah.
And I don't like how Galadriel's being handled. I will say that. But I think that the reason that we're continuing to react to the show is because we love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
We love the world. We love Tolkien. And I think that I am not the kind of person who says, because this episode was bad, the whole show is bad.
Yeah.
I still think there's a lot of really wonderful stuff in the show. I'm not hate watching the show. I did not like an episode, and there is a huge difference.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into this episode, give it the full clean slate benefit of the doubt that I might love this episode of television.
Yeah.
And I'm open to that.
I hope that happens.
And so I just want to make that clear. Like, we're going to continue watching the show because I have hope for it. I do not think it is past hope. I do not think the showrunners are evil or hate Lord of the Rings fans. All of that stuff, I'm not going into it with that attitude. I just didn't like the last episode. Yeah. And I'm never going to lie about that. I'm going to be honest about what I like and don't like on this channel.
Yeah.
You've said you're going to do the same. I believe you because you're my wife and I have to believe you.
Yeah, we don't care about reacting a certain way to try and garner attention. It's a reaction. It can't be wrong.
If we wanted to hate, and just hate for it, our thumbnails would look very different, I promise you. If you want to watch the full-length reactions, go over to patreon.com/nerdynightly, where you can watch along with the whole thing if you sync up your Amazon Prime. But for now, let's get into it.
Let's go.
That is a cool glove. Ooh, goddamn.
Till our feet blooded the dust.
The orcs look amazing.
I know.
Consistently.
Reach out the iron hand of the Uruk to close our fist around these lands.
Did he say that Uruk?
I don't know.
Oh. Like, I'll just walk up.
They made it.
That's a tough fight. Like, you could hold that bridge with 20 people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Huh.
Nambuk also Mazguyong.
Find them!
What?
They had the most defensible bridge in existence, right? How did they all get inside so fast? There was like a kilometer of orcs.
Now there's only 50.
How many of you could have survived that?
How long do we have?
Huh. Okay.
Enough. Come on. We have to make ready the village.
How
They're gonna...
they get there?
What do you mean?
They would have had to walk past all those orcs. I'm very confused about how they got out of the tower.
I don't know.
They would have had to cross back over that bridge and sneak past all those orcs. And then, like, the geography of that didn't make any sense. It was really cool.
Yeah, but that was rad. But
why were there no
also
orcs left on the bridge?
Columns of orcs outside with the fires. Yeah.
I really don't understand what just happened.
Maybe the orcs were, like, further away than they thought, and so they just left and hid somewhere.
I guess, but you can hold that bridge for weeks. You can't hold that village for a day. There's no defensible position there. They could be surrounded on, like, literally every possible side. They had the river, like, you had every defensible position and you chose. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. Guess it wasn't a very good apple.
It'll be visible to your eyes in a few moments.
Is it visible to yours already?
Has been for nearly an hour.
That's cool. I actually really like that.
What do her elf I see?
Humility has saved entire kingdoms. The proud have all but led to ruin.
I did not join this expedition to be humbled.
Sorry, humility? I didn't know you knew that word.
It's a seal, dude.
I might have known. You have the look of your father.
I was always told I looked more like my mother.
That's cool.
Soldier.
Daddy.
That was Galadriel's best scene in the whole show so far.
I agree.
That was great. No notes.
What happened to her?
We're sailing into the dawn, and yet to me, it feels like the coming of night. She drowned.
Jeez.
That whole scene was awesome.
Damn.
Magic wins every time, dude.
It is beyond our skill to destroy.
You must cast it into the fire.
We must wait until every last orc has crossed that bridge to spring our attack.
Okay.
All who cannot fight will be barricaded inside. This is to be our keep, our fallback point.
Do your part, and I swear to you, you shall see it rise again.
Some of you.
Do you believe it?
You don't include that part.
He's so good.
I know, he's really amazing.
Orendir, he's so good on the show.
Yeah.
He's on Mandalorian. He was the guy they rescue from the prison ship in season 1.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's the alien. I didn't know it was him, and I was like, oh yeah, he's great. He's such a good actor.
Damn.
In the end, this shadow is but a small and passing thing. Find the light. And the shadow will not find you.
That was great. That's sweet.
Yeah.
This is being played like they're not going to see each other again.
I know, and now I'm worried.
It is a tradition among elves. Before the battle begins, plant one.
Oh, interesting.
So he is an elf.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The rest, we shall plant after the battle is over. You and I.
Ooh la la.
Talking about planting seeds, huh?
Promise me.
Okay, a little interspecies romance. I love it. What? It's cute. They're cute together.
Yeah.
I like them. That bit of joy makes me think that like misery's on the way, but I'm conditioned to.
Now, I'm very confused as to what the bridge has to do with their plan.
I have no idea. It feels like you could walk beside the bridge, so I don't really...
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
I also feel like they could come from any other direction. Like, there's no, like, reason why they have to come from... Well, that's not good. How many orcs do you think he thought survived?
I don't know, because I don't know how many there were.
Yeah.
Like, did they all wait outside the tower? Yeah.
I just don't know how you wait for all of them to cross the bridge, because there's so many?
Yeah.
They still have the battering ram. It's nice of them to leisurely stroll into battle like this.
Yeah.
Although I guess they don't know that they're in the town yet.
They also might be leaderless at the moment, but I don't know.
Right. We don't know what happened to Adar yet.
Yeah.
He's definitely alive.
Yeah, I'm sure he's alive, but whether or not he's with them is a whole other thing. Well, she didn't last long.
Use the fire, girl! Quickly! Oh, she's got a sickle, that's cool.
Okay.
The bleeding fools missed us!
That was good.
I see, I see.
I feel like the number of orcs in this episode keeps changing randomly. Like, they were covering that whole hillside, and now it's like 20. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like, I like this. This is cool, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't... These things don't, like, match up visually, and so
Yeah.
it's hard to feel invested.
Yeah.
Just show fewer orcs on the hillside if you're gonna, like, have the same amount of people in both shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Oh,
shit.
Dudes! Dudes and dudettes. Oh!
What was that?
Ooh. Cool.
Jesus.
Let's go, dude.
That guy's parking.
That looked...
That's great. Guys,
This is all one shot.
Yeah, well...
Well, you know what I mean? Oh! No!
That was so good!
That was so good! Orindir combat is the best part of the show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for combat, for, like, action. They consistently give him really cool stuff to do.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, no.
I think he might get saved by her son.
That'd be great. Oh! Nah, he don't need no saving. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, fuck.
Is he about to get, like, pile drived into the well? Oh, it's just in his eye. Oh!
Oh my god, what the
That was awesome.
What the hell? Nah, No, stop that. Stop that.
Oh my god, it's Final Destination all over again. It's in his mouth. Bronwyn!
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go. Do not kiss right now. He has so much orc blood in his mouth.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Holy shit.
The humans did better than Arondir did in those fights. That's fun. I like that a lot.
That was really well done. Ah. Yeah. About that.
Bronwyn.
They just killed some of their own. Right. The people that deserted.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing.
Did they not expect to have to fight the people who left them to go join the evil team?
It's a lot easier to fight, I think, orcs than it is other, like, people.
It's a life and death situation either way. I'm saying, like, they knew that those people were coming to kill them. I don't know what they're... It makes more sense why they were so successful, though.
Thought we'd take them in for nothing. Had to pay the toll.
Yeah, you send in a small force, they use all their best plans. It's a good strategy. Yeah. Wow, this is bleak. Bronwyn? Oh my god.
God damn.
Jesus. Jesus.
You'll have to stop the bleeding.
I don't think
Either you're gonna do this or I'm gonna die. Do you understand?
Oh, Bronwyn.
so.
Jesus.
Brutal. That was a good shot.
We have to seal the wounds with fire. Bring me some burning wood. Hurry!
Yeah, she might be okay if it didn't pierce her lung, right? Because if it's up here, if it's just through the meat of the muscle here, and they cauterize it, she might be okay.
Because it's far enough away that I don't think it's in any danger of her heart.
No, it's like... But if it pierced her lung, she...
Yes.
Now this side.
Jeez.
Go on.
Or
why are you making him do it?
Him do it.
Ah.
That's enough.
There's no need for that.
Okay. Oh, they're a little family. I can't imagine it's going to take them more than 20 minutes to get that door down.
Yeah. Unless they left one of the orc tunnels open in there.
Oh, and they sneak out. That would be interesting.
It's the only thing I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to take much.
Wait. Is it the dawn of the 5th day? Okay. Let's go. Just casually walks in. Hey, what's up?
For such a little thing.
Oh, this is violent.
This is so much darker than The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The woman next.
Yeah, Bronwyn, you stick your neck up.
It's under here. It's under here.
Theo, you're doing the right thing for your mom. I get it.
Yeah, the problem is, you know, they don't live.
I know, but like he's a kid. He's trying.
I know.
I would love it if he was like, nah, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Roderick.
Okay. Oh shit.
Where are we?
I have no idea.
How did they know they were attacking this village?
I have no idea.
Wow, that'll do it.
Cool.
That was cool.
Ooh.
What? That was so
A lot of the
weird
blood
looking.
effects don't look amazing to me.
No, they don't.
And I don't know why they're not just using practical blood. Like, the CGI blood in this episode has been hit or miss.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy's a boss.
They just wanted to be sailors.
So there's like, hold up, I'm gonna talk to the queen real quick.
Go.
Why?
Why?
For what reason would you send one person by himself like that? That was cool. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm all right.
I thought you were. I'm all right.
Now's not the time, guys. Get up.
You'll watch him die later in like a few hundred years.
Yeah, right?
Makta, their commander.
I really wanted him to be like, oh my god, it's my father.
Who is that?
Commander of the Northern Armies. Calabrian.
His
Theo's got such a crush.
Him and Gimli both, it's fine.
Right? Do you think she gives Theo a lock of her hair? I would love if right now they cut to the Harfoots, just like walking.
Fuck right off.
Can you imagine?
The music is so reminiscent of the Nazgul chasing Arwen.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Let's go.
So far, like, the action and the horse riding stuff has all looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes!
No!
What?
He's gonna be working for Adar. Well, because he's from the Southlands, right? I was really worried that it was gonna be
Oh. Yay, the horse got up. The horse is fine. Horse is fine. Whew. I'm glad they showed that.
Foot. Oh, much more violent version. Okay.
You remember me?
No.
Now I think that makes it worse.
Oh, it does. Much worse.
One cannot satisfy thirst by drinking seawater.
Huh. Considering her whole life is revenge, I don't know if she's the best person for that advice, but it is good advice she should listen to.
Well, it was his advice.
That's true. You know what? You're right.
Seen enough battle for a week. More like a whole lifetime.
Fair.
Hey, it's when you know, you know?
When's it set out?
Don't know for certain. Not till she's done with him.
I hope we get some answers about him.
Yes.
Those taken by Morgoth. Tortured. Twisted. Made into a new and ruined form of life.
The angle of the show
I
is
hope
so
my
fascinating.
guess was correct.
The first orcs.
Uruk.
Where is he? Where is Sauron? Perhaps we should bring our prisoners into the sunlight.
I didn't think that was Galadriel's kind of method.
One you call Sauron devoted himself to healing Middle-earth, bringing its ruined lands together in perfect order.
Is he Thanos?
I killed Sauron.
I do not believe you.
You cannot believe an Uruk could do that.
But you shall be kept alive, so that one day I will whisper in your piked ear that all your offspring are dead, and the scourge of your kind ends with you.
Wow, that's...
It would seem I'm not the only elf alive that's being transformed by darkness.
Yeah!
Yep.
Galadriel's...
Metal as fuck, I think is the proper term.
You slithering...
Galadriel.
Well, she gave up on her plan really quick there.
Yeah. We are supposed to like Galadriel, right?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. I really I don't. I'm gonna keep you alive so I can kill everything that you love and then tell you about it is pretty dark for the good guys. I understand that Game of Thrones was a successful show.
But this does not need to be Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, it's messy because everyone is grey. In Lord of the Rings...
Yeah, no, I know.
You're pulling me back.
Yeah, you know.
Unless you pulled me back first.
We go together like ding and addicted.
I felt it too.
Lord Halbrand.
Was that...
Celeborn, stand aside. There's a new daddy in Galadriel's life.
Yeah.
I felt it too. Maybe that's not what it was implying.
I didn't think so at first, but then I was like, no, that's definitely... I don't know. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Good thing they brought musicians with them on the ship, too.
Of course they did. There's a soldier who can play a flute, you know what I mean?
Bronwyn. This is Lord Halbrand.
Oh, he's a lord now.
Yep.
Are you the king we were promised?
Yes.
Okay.
The true king of the Southlands.
So he's definitely Sauron, right?
No.
He's definitely Sauron.
No.
To not torment yourself. Many might have done the same in your place.
It was the right thing to do. It worked out. It bought them enough time for the Numenorians to show up and save the day.
Give it to Numenor to toss into the sea on their voyage home.
Oh boy.
Why did he just give that child that thing?
Is it not?
No one checked?
Are you serious?
How the fuck did he get his hands on it?
Where did he...
When did he have time to touch it?
I don't know how he survived. I don't know how Galadriel let that out of her sight for a second.
What? What? Oh my god. Did Adar give it to him and then they never opened it when they got it back? Why wouldn't they check?
Where did you learn all this?
From your mother.
Aww. That's cute. And they get wiped away by a flood.
Yeah. Oh, it's filling the tunnels.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's bad.
What?
Is the change in heat gonna create like a volcanic eruption? I don't know how volcanoes work. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think...
What? What?
Oh my god.
How did they get loose?
I don't think they are. I think that guy went over to like kill them and he just grabbed him when he was close enough, right? Oh my god.
Doesn't Galadriel have magic?
Yes, but she does not use it. Wow.
What? Magic.
Yeah, I think that this is science. I think this is chemistry. I think that you like disturb magma. I don't think like this is a bit much, but
Oh, he's gone.
she's just gonna stand there.
So everybody's dead?
No.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you breathe in volcanic ash, you fucked.
Yeah, they're all Pompeii.
Yeah. Wow. That was
An episode of television.
okay. But there were things that I did that I liked. There were things that I liked, and I want to be fair to those things.
I will say.
Yes.
I think overall that was a pretty solid episode of TV.
Yeah.
I think that there are some. I have some real big questions around like geography and like.
Yes.
How does he get the sword piece is super like it's just weird.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense, and they're clearly not going to show it. So like the show is like whatever, doesn't matter. the number of orcs kept magically changing.
Yes.
Where
that
the orcs
was
were on the
very confusing.
bridge for the Watchtower thing was like he jumps onto that bridge and there are no orcs on that bridge, even though it was like a column. Whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that in terms of also like how the Numenorians got here, I don't know. But other than that, I think this was a pretty solid.
They like got off the boats at sunrise and then were magically there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fine.
But also like tracking the two storylines from the beginning of the show to now is very tough for me to buy that the amount of things that have happened in Numenor correlates to the amount of time spent in the Southlands.
Well, we don't know how much time they were at sea. Like I don't actually know how long it takes to sail.
Right, but the problem is that they all saw the comet at the same time. So everything that happened in the Southlands has happened since the comet, and everything that has happened in Numenor has happened since the comet.
Right.
And I don't buy necessarily that those are the same amount of time based on the two storylines and how they've progressed, personally. I also don't know how they got out of the Watchtower to get to the village.
And I don't know how the Numenorians knew that this village needed help.
Right. So I have like those kinds of like the geography of this episode doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But other than that, I think that there's a lot of really good stuff here in a way that I enjoyed this, I think, more than previous episodes of the show.
Yes, I will agree with that, for sure.
And it didn't have my favorite parts of the show to make me enjoy it, which I think is beneficial, right? Like, I think that I actually liked a lot of Galadriel scenes in this episode.
I agree.
I liked Halbrand a lot in this episode.
Yeah, I think there was definitely some learning and like growth within our characters, which we finally got to see because we were with a story for an entire episode, which like... This is what works for me. It wasn't like, God, what time is it? Like, I'm bored, right? Where I have been with other things because it's just bouncing around and it's draggy and it doesn't, whatever. But like this held my attention, and I think that like the arc of the episode was good.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think that this episode does a lot of weird things for the future of this show.
Oh, okay.
That I didn't mind in the episode, but that I'm like, why? Particularly Galadriel and Halbrand.
Oh,
and
yeah.
How I hope that wasn't. I hope that I read that wrong and that it wasn't meant to be like some sort of like romantic connection.
I am hoping that as well, because at first I was like, it's not, and then it got weird, and I was like, oh, I think it is.
I think that them not looking at each other is what made it feel more romantic.
Yeah,
because they're both like, I felt it too. And I think that if they had if they had looked at each other and been like, good on you, bud, it would have felt different than them being like,
I can't look at you. Yeah.
I also feel like the Galadriel scene with Adar in the barn was
kind of horrifying.
I don't like her as a person. Like as a person, I don't like Galadriel.
Yeah. And
that has nothing to do with anything other than the things that she says are messed up.
Yeah.
And she's like, should we torture your friends? And I'm like, you're using his tactics. And then she's like, I'm going to kill every one of your children and keep you alive so that I can tell you that I did it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty dark thing to say.
Yeah.
And
yeah, like,
I don't know how I feel about it.
It's so funny, like, the elves being like, oh, yes, we're the high ground, right? And then, like, and then they say shit like that, and it's like, yeah, it's...
But enough so that he's like, I guess I'm not the only, like, dark elf. And I was like, yeah, clearly.
I was like, this doesn't really feel like the Lord of the Rings, and, like, that's okay, but in a way that, like, I don't like the main character, and so I'm like, well, I don't know if that's the right choice to make.
I also think that I find the choice to try and make the Uruks
relatable.
I find it very odd.
It is odd because they're not supposed to be. They are like literally evil incarnate, like evil breeded into form. And so it is like there is no sympathy there. They are murderous and bloodthirsty and horrible, and we're not supposed I think the show is trying to make it a little more gray and complicated where we're supposed to feel like sympathy for them, but that's not really how the story is.
Yeah, and it's just it's gonna be strange.
Like, are we now supposed to feel bad about all the orcs that died in the Lord of the Rings?
I don't know. And that's the like that's trying to make this story so modern in its like storytelling.
Yeah.
Where he's like, we prefer to be called Uruks. And I'm like, are we really doing like orc rights? Is that the like... I feel like that just makes it a little too on the nose in a weird way next episode when Galadriel mows down all of the orcs in the mountains.
I mean, the thing is, I think it's perfectly acceptable to like feel bad for the elves that were found by Morgoth before they were found by the other Valar, right?
I think it's acceptable to feel bad for everyone who dies.
Yeah.
But also, like, the orcs eat people.
Yeah, and murder like ruthlessly and
give that guy water and then cut his throat. Like it's not like they've been presented to us as
being
positive
humane.
in any way.
Yeah.
It's just that he views them that way. But the way that whole scene was written was like made, and maybe it was just a manipulation on his part, but I felt like the show was trying to say something about
the
orcs in a way that I was like, I didn't get what the show wanted me to come out of that scene with.
Yeah.
Because I felt like he was being sympathetic and she was going too far.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so the villain is the more sympathetic character here, which is that is a strange choice to me.
Yeah.
In terms of setting up the future conflict between the two of them.
Yeah. I don't really like...
Galadriel's rough.
Yeah.
And like they keep doubling down on it, which is weird because at the beginning of this episode, I really liked the scene with her and Isildur.
Yeah.
And like her scene with Elendil, she drowned, that hit hard.
Yeah.
The action in the scene, as much as I thought the geography of the action could have been handled better, and honestly, leaving the Watchtower does not make sense to me in terms of like a defensible position.
Yeah, the most secure place.
You can literally fight the orcs 2x2, or you can be surrounded. Like, what? Okay, fine. But I'm
not a military strategist, but it's, to me as a layman, I look at that and it seems like the wrong decision.
But you also are in this position where you have like the on-screen action. I thought for the most part, especially Orindir stuff.
Oh my god,
looked fantastic.
So fucking good. What the hell?
Like that one, when he's fighting the big guy.
Yeah.
That long shot of him fighting the big guy leading up to the spin kick.
I want to watch that again.
And his face is in that. I think that is that actor doing that spin kick, and it looked great. Like I was impressed with a lot of the like physical on-screen action.
Yeah.
I liked. I don't know how practical it is in real life, but I don't really care. I liked the two horses with the chain killing the orcs.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty rad. I question why you would do that because the first two orcs, you have to hold the chain, right? And so the first two orcs would be able to just stab the first two horses.
Yeah.
I felt like they needed like to have the chain in one hand and then like a lance in the other to like. Or like a shield or something.
Whatever.
Because you're just open to... Yeah, but it was cool.
The other thing that is probably like not possible, but like looked really cool was Galadriel like dodging on her horse. Like I don't really know how you would have to be mounted for that to work, but it looked cool.
After Legolas did the thing where he grabs the horse's neck on the left side and swings around to the... elves can do anything on horseback.
That's true, yeah.
You know what I mean? At this point, elves can do... it looked cool. It visually reminded me of Legolas in the original trilogy, so like I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird... They keep making like little weird choices, but this episode didn't have enough little weird choices that it outweighed, I thought, a lot of the good of the episode.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that. Like I enjoyed this a lot more. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, there was definitely some like absolutely nonsensical stuff in there, which we're kind of just choosing to ignore.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm talking about it.
Well, I just mean like sorry, not ignore, but we're not harping on it because there's no answers in there, so it's why.
I know. The thing that really bugs me about this episode is how did he get the... It's not a Morgul blade, but you know what I mean. The black
sword,
blade.
Yeah.
How did he get the key?
No idea.
Like
because there's no way that Adar would let that out of his sight.
Well, and
unless no, I don't know. Unless they took the blade from Adar and Orindir went to go hide it.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't do that till after.
It just implies that he must have had it a long time, and then they never checked it. Like they picked it up from like Galadriel and Orindir picked it up from Adar when Halbrand took him out, and then they just never opened it to see what was inside.
Does he open it? Does Adar open it when he takes it out of the floor? Because maybe it's a hatchet then.
No, it can't be then because Orendir puts it in the floor. And that other guy never has a chance to go into that room before then. Because he's with Adar.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't
when
make sense.
he gets that blade I'm like how and why? And why make it such a weird, vague thing in the episode?
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is when they when they came under attack from the Numenorians, Adar gave it to that dude, grabbed a fake, took off as a decoy, knowing he would get caught, and then let that guy go take it to the mountain to unlock the thing. But that
implies that Galadriel and Halbrand never opened it to see what it was.
Yes, correct.
And that Orendir never opened it to see what it was.
Correct.
And that hatchet feels like that very, very weird blade with like there's a lot of
feels different. Like it makes sense that as soon as the son, sorry,
Theo.
As soon as Theo held it, he was like, wait a second. But like nobody else noticed that.
Well, and like Galadriel didn't open it to see what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I just have it's weird that is a hanging question for me, and one that based on where the storyline goes from here, I don't think that they will ever answer. Maybe it's in the episode. Maybe we just missed something.
Maybe.
But it seems really strange to me that Galadriel and them would have had it for so long and never looked at it.
Yeah, like they didn't know what they were dealing with, especially before going into interrogate Adar.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would want to know what he was running away with.
The interrogation scene. Adar reveals that he killed Sauron. Do you buy it?
No, of course not. What do you mean you buy it?
I think that...
You think they're changing the lore that much?
No. Sauron shows up in... I think he shows up in Eregion, but he might show up in Lindor first as Anatar, right?
Yeah.
I think that he let Adar kill him so that he could be dead. So that when Anatar arrives, no one thinks that it's Sauron because Adar killed Sauron.
But nobody knows that Sauron's even still alive.
Right, but I think that
So
Sauron's plan involved even the orcs thinking that he's dead.
But the orcs don't know either. Nobody knows, like...
No, but the orcs know that Adar killed Sauron.
How do they know that?
Because they were there.
How do you know?
Because he killed Sauron and then left with his people. That's like what his whole storyline is there, right? So I'm saying that like Sauron wants everyone to think that he's dead. It's important to him that everyone thinks that he's dead. And so he dies at the hands of Adar, right? Even Adar I think that Adar's being real there. I think that Adar thinks he killed Sauron. And so when Sauron shows up in the next episode, when we go to Eregion in the next episode and Anatar shows up to Celebrimbor, we're going to know that it's Sauron, but everyone thinks that Sauron's dead because even Adar thinks he's dead. I think that that's the storyline they're going with, which makes sense, right? Because Sauron isn't going to be revealed to be Sauron for a while. He's going to be the Lord of Gifts for a while, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So like that would make sense. If you're going to fake your death, go all the way, let someone kill you. But in an environment you can control because you're a little bit more power, right? It's harder to have like Galadriel kill him and it be faking his own death. It's a lot easier to like kind of have it be Adar. I think that there's a way that this could work. If Anatar shows up in the next episode, I think it could work.
Okay.
Do you think we see any more of the Southlands in season 1? Or is like the tease at the end of episode 8 that Galadriel's alive?
The end of episode... Oh! I mean, Galadriel has to be alive. There's no tease.
No, but like, do you think like
Galadriel's not in any danger.
But do you think we don't see this storyline again until the very end of episode 8? And it's like all Harfoots and dwarves and...
Maybe, yeah. Maybe at the end of this season is them finishing off storylines one by one, like episode by episode.
Because I think that it would be kind of interesting to spend the entirety of the next episode not knowing what happened in the South, not knowing who survived. Because people die. I think the Queen's dead.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Isildur, Elendil, and Galadriel, and Halbrand are all safe.
I'm assuming Bronwyn and Orendir are.
Yeah, they're probably
I think that
safe.
if someone important has to die. Otherwise, if everyone survives that volcano, like...
Well, I think it honestly might be Isildur's friend, the blonde guy. Who's like, I've seen enough of battle.
Ooh, that's rough. That's a brutal one.
I think he dies.
I definitely... This was interesting. I think that this show still, like, struggles, in my opinion, at consistent storytelling.
Yeah.
But when it's really good... When it's really good, it's really good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And even the Galadriel in the barn scene, it's not that scene was bad. It just is like, it's strange to me for it to be the elves behaving that way.
Yeah, it's a strange choice because of the implications of it and because there is other material. If this was not The Lord of the Rings...
Yeah.
Then, okay, interesting. Okay, let's further explore this.
She's not a great person. The problem is, like, I think they want us to think that Galadriel's not a great person, and that feels weird to me.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked this a lot more, though. I had more fun with this episode. Granted, things happened, which is nice.
Yes.
I do wonder if this is all the money they have. If they're not going to spend more on future seasons, and this is like the big battle that we get, I just hope that they go...
future episodes?
I hope bigger battles in the future, because they have to build from here, right?
Yeah.
I hope they are more... I hope they make more sense. And I hope that they're just a little bit more...
That the details are not
structured.
nonsensical. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the battles in this, the individual shots were good, but what they insinuate about the battle that they're having wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
And I hope that in the future, this show just is a little bit tighter in terms of its storytelling and in scope, scale, and timeline. I hope that this show congeals a little bit more so that there aren't so many times where I'm like, oh, I guess that this is just how it comes together.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's my feeling with the show right now is I feel like I'm going, okay, I guess we are kind of doing this.
Yeah.
And it takes away from the moments where I think this show's actually really good.
Yeah, I agree.
And
There was a lot I enjoyed here, which made me happy because I was a little bit worried.
Yeah, we'll go back to being upset next week when the stranger is Gandalf.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mordor was created by a volcano that was set off by a waterfall.
Mordor?
Yeah, that's what they're building is Mordor. That was Mount Doom that went off.
What?
That was Mount Doom that went off. They're in the Southlands. That's where Mordor is. They just created Mordor by blowing up the volcano.
Oh.
Right? I'm assuming that's what it is.
I don't know. I don't know this map.
Because Adar says that we're going to build a home for ourselves. Yes. And then he sets off the volcano that creates Mordor, which is where the orcs live.
Rings of Power map? I'm going to have to look at it. I did not realize that.
Because the watchtower that they're defending is called Ostilith, right? Which I'm assuming is the precursor to Osgiliath.
To Osgiliath? No. Osgiliath was built specifically to watch Mordor.
Yes.
Well, you just think it's built in the same place? No, that would be inside Mordor.
No. I'm saying that, like, it's going to be nearby, right?
This does not help me.
Like, I'm pretty sure that Ostilith is going to be where the Black Gate is, and Osgiliath will be on the other side. Like, they'll build Osgiliath near there. I think that that's what they're insinuating, at least, by this. Because that volcano going off has to be Mount Doom, right? They're in the Southlands. That's where Mordor is. It's the only thing that really makes sense to me.
The Southlands aren't labeled on here. I'm going to have to look into this because I'm not sure, but I missed that.
I'm fairly certain that is the case.
Okay.
That they wanted to create Mordor so that they could have a place where the orcs could live. Which is still for Sauron, weirdly.
But then the problem with that is that Mordor is, like, not near the shore. So how did the Númenóreans show up?
They went up that river. Remember, in the one scene where she's looking at the map, they show the river that they have to spend a day sailing up?
Oh, I missed the river.
Yeah, they sailed up that long river for a day.
Okay.
I don't know how... Look, how they get there quickly, I think it's one of those, like, I guess. That's one of those things I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I guess they got there.
I can't find the Southlands on the map.
Because the Southlands become Mordor.
No, I'm looking at specifically, like, Rings of Power map.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just... I did not realize. Okay.
I'm fairly certain I'm right. If I'm wrong, please let us know in the comments down below. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me in comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This week, that algorithm goddess, of course, is the High Queen of Númenor because I'm pretty sure she's dead. And
wow.
We raise a glass to the fallen queens. Whether you be real, fictional, well, more of the fictional ones. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
We're going to get comments for that. And if, woo, do something nerdy tonight, y'all.
Bye.